on the attributes itself, since it is relying on the attributes, there was no requirement of really passing any expression. Right away passing that value itself was fine. But in case of CSS, we need to generate an expression for the respective web element, so that Selenium will be able to identify the web element. So for doing that one, a standard expression for CSS is something like this. So you have a tag for the web element. That tag name you need to take, then an open square braces, then whatever your attribute name. So you will be having multiple attributes. Take any one of the attribute equal to respective attribute value. So we've seen already this one here. Instead of using element location technique by class name, we are going to use the same thing with a CSS. So that according to this syntax, first we need to take the tag name. So here the tag name is nothing but input. So we given input here. Then here it is saying an open square braces. We given open square braces. Then what attribute? We selected class here. So the class was after that attribute, then equal to respective value. So when you execute this one, here you can see you got a result. That means whatever expression you employed here is proper. So let's suppose I given something wrong here. So some, like, let's say some attribute which is not even existing there, like class 1. So it won't return any data, right? So you, as you see here, you can see the console, right? Everybody can see the console?
Yes.
Okay. So as you can see here, it did not return anything. So that means there is no web element inside the total HTML page source having a tag input with the class 1 as attribute name. So that's why you didn't get any result back. And also there is, you can validate this kind of thing using the developer tool. That's the advantage of using this developer tool. So the closing square braces. So then also you don't get any result. So all this, or I use some wrong data into this expression, then you will get an exception. So this is like a way to really make sure whatever expression you are going to use as a CSS expression is proper, or is a valid syntax, and also it's a unique one. So both of things you can make sure using this developer tool. So that's the only advantage of using this developer tool, so that you can use this as a practice, so that when you program it, whatever expression you identified, you don't find any error out of it. Otherwise, when you use this expression in your program, there you will get exceptions.
Okay. So, Anil, just one thing. Sorry to ask. Can you close this console window and reopen it and show me how do you get the expression just one more time?
Yes. So, do you want me to close this console itself?
Yes. Yeah. So I can see from the beginning. I think I missed it.
Okay. So I will close the full window. What it is like, we need to which element which we need to operate on this particular website. Keep your browse cursor there. Right click. There is an option inspect.
Okay.
This will launch a developer tool.
Okay. So when but it launches the whole HTML code, right, for the whole page.
It launches all.
Yeah. All and page. It highlights so the button.
Yeah, it highlights the respective element.
Okay.
Okay. So when you hit an escape button, you will get the console.
Oh, okay. Escape. Okay. Okay. So and then for the CSS?
I think by default console also comes. In case if it is not coming, you can hit the escape button.
Escape. Okay.
And one more thing.
Yeah.
Sorry. You go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Is this console available for all the other browsers too?
Not really. I mean, it was not there earlier, but Firefox now I am seeing they have this developer console, but not as powerful as what Chrome has. So Chrome is one of the best tool out there, which so far I came across.
Okay. Yes.
But yeah, and this is a little crude way. I mean, this is little raw way of doing it, but this is the best practice I can say, because in Firefox and all there are some plugins called Firebug, and if you go through, there are Firebug, or even Chrome also has some plugins like that, which if you keep your cursor or hover your cursor or your respective button or there, it will suggest you the path.
Okay.
It will auto suggest you the path, but the thing is that it won't guarantee the uniqueness of it. And to my programming experience, if you learn this one, you will never rely on any external tools. I mean, you will never struggle on finding this element.
Okay.
So Selenium, one of the key aspects is finding this element, and you will never struggle. Some of our tool, finding the element was really tricky. I mean, we are going from some of the parent level and coming to this respective buttons and all. So when you employ those kind of things, none of the already available ready-made tool won't suggest you those techniques. It will suggest you any one of the techniques which won't be suffice our requirement. So that's why we thought, I mean, this is the best to learn.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. And can you also show the test?
That method.
How do you bring it?
Yeah, so here actually console got two methods. One $, open and close base. So this is the method to validate your CSS expression. You pass your expression inside the double quotes here. This console will validate your expression. So similarly for XPath, $X.
Cool. And then not typing the.
Pardon? I didn't hear.
Inside the quotations, you start typing.
Yeah, so that is the expression. Whatever CSS expression is, which comes inside this double quotes. So this $X and all is not part of the CSS expression. We use this function. This function is part of the developer tool. We are using that function just to have a sanity check on our expression, whether that is unique and a valid.
Just to validate CSS and XPath.
Exactly. Just to validate both of that, we are using this method.
Also, available the other class name and all that.
Yeah, there is that. Those class name are like, see, Selenium given those 6 attributes. So those are the 6 attributes commonly you will see in HTML elements. So that's why the Selenium WebDriver itself directly given method. So they will do a backend. Backend implementation is there to auto search those attributes. So, but there will be a lot of custom attributes also, which Selenium don't know, because that's a programmer call who developed that website. It's their call what name it has to be, that attribute name. So Selenium cannot automate that one. That's why they given CSS and XPath.
Fine. Okay, got you. Gopi had a question, I think.
Yeah, Gopi, you can.
Yeah. So when you open right click, right, there is view page source also. So.
Yes. Yeah. So, I think in Chrome, Firefox.
No.
You see in Chrome also.
No. Previous time when you open.
Okay.
When you open last time, I saw like, I don't know, click here, click there.
Page source, yeah. If you click that one, what you see is like the total HTML script responsible for the total page source. This is the source code responsible for this page. How this page looks like, the total source code is this one. So we are also opening a portion of it using inspect. So if you open using this page source, you won't be able to figure out anything. Which portion of this data is responsible for our search box, or which portion of the inside this space is responsible for that Google search button. This is none of this information we could figure out from this page source. That's why we are doing an inspect.
Okay.
But both are essentially same. The same page source only we are seeing.
Okay.
Clear?
Okay.
So let me come back to CSS expression. So can anybody say a CSS expression using area label attribute? Gopi, can you? So the standard syntax for this one, I'll just show here.
Input.
Standard index is this one. Tag name, open braces, attribute name equal to. So okay, input.
Input. Area label.
Okay.
Sorry, square braces.
Square
braces. Area label.
Yes. Area label. Let's copy that here. Okay.
And value. Equal to value. Equal to value.
In single quotes, the value.
Yeah.
Then close square brace.
So
right?
close the square brace.
So when you did this, you didn't get anything because we used the XPath function. $x. We need to use $. So if you see here, you got the input. Just to make, if you want to make sure when you hover this cursor here, you can see either on the web page, it will get highlighted. See, if you hover here, or you can right click this one, this input, and there will be one option reveal in the element panel. So yeah, let us use the reveal in the element panel itself, so that here itself we can view. So we know anyway this is the web element to identify, and we got the expression and we got the result also. If you right click this one, reveal on the web panel, the same web element will get highlighted, so that we can make sure, okay, the same one only we got. I mean, our expression is finding the same web element only. Standard CSS expression. So there are some other support expression also to handle some of the suppose because this bubble doesn't have any child, so I cannot use. So this web element from this parent. So this div is the parent, right? I mean, in this hierarchy, if you see this div is coming inside the about div. Div says that div with the class having SFI BBC. This child from the parent. The one of the reason can be you are not identifying any unique attribute out of this web element. So you are thinking like, oh, okay, I can come to this web element from its parent. Okay, so for doing that one, so CSS notation or the format is right arrow. I will just write that one here. First, we need to identify the parent, right? So if I identify the parent only, I can reach the child. The parent, what is the tag here? Div is the tag. I'm using the class. And the respective class name. When executed, I got this. Now, let's say using this expression itself, I need to reach, I mean, from the parent, I need to go to the child of it. Otherwise, if you see here, this return value includes the respective child also. So for doing that one, there is a right arrow. This is the notation. Then what is the tag? What is the child tag? So here the tag is two out, because there are two children for this parent, right? So I got the result. So,
Okay.
so I just showing this to showcase to from a parent to reach its immediate child, the rightward angular brace. Or the greater than sign. That is the one which we need to use to reach the immediate child of it.
Okay.
Clear?
Okay.
So that's about the direct child or the immediate child. Now, let's say I need to go to all the immediate child and the sub child of a particular parent. So let's take the example of this div. So I'm taking the example of this div, which has got so many divs as immediate child. Then inside that also there are so many elements. So any elements is nothing but the entity which starts with a tag. So here this also an element inside this div. So this is nothing but a grandchild to this parent. So let's say I need all the childs and its including its children as well. So for doing that one, you can do a space. Space is the expression for achieving that one. And our parent is class with the respective value TSFP. So I'm just replacing this value with this one TSFP, so that if you see here, I reached this parent. So now I am going to get all the childs of that parent. For doing that, all the childs with tag D. Let's suppose I need to get all the childs having tag D. So for doing that one, I did instead of earlier greater than arrow or the angular braces, I am using a white space. I got 34 output because there are so many divs available for this parent. Is it clear?
Okay.
These are the some of the techniques which comes in handy when you try to find some of the complex web element, because you won't be getting a direct, as I mentioned earlier, you won't be getting a direct attribute names or any first 6 techniques. Then CSS, you might need to employ this kind of options to reach your respective web element. That's why these are some of the options available in CSS which you see. This is very difficult to find a use case right away, but when you program some of the complex routine, you will come across situations like that. So that's why I'm covering those portions. So there will be once we cover this one, there won't be anything which you won't be able to handle. So that's why whatever available in the CSS expression, I'm just covering all those expressions. Fine.
Okay.
So we covered the direct child way and the white space. So now there are some short keys available in the CSS, which I think it's good to learn that as well, because if you come across some of these expressions when you Google for a CSS, you should not get surprised. That's why I'm mentioning this also. So instead of ID, let's suppose you have an ID in your web element. So let me take example of this one. Okay, this having an ID. So let's find a CSS expression for this one. Let's use the standard way of finding it. Here the parent is div only, and I'm using ID. So in case of ID, I need to use attribute as ID, then respective value, right? So here the value is logo count. You got the result. But instead of using this much big expression. In case of ID, CSS have a way like use the keyword dollar, I mean hash, and give the respective value. So if you are element having ID, then you can use div dollar that respective value for that ID attribute. So that's what I mentioned here. So if you're having ID as your tag, I mean as your attribute inside your tag, then you can either use basic expression, standard way of CSS expression, or this hash as well. Directly hash also will do the job. So similarly, in case of class, you can use dot. So let's say you have the earlier example itself we can take. So here we have the class name is es-p. So I'm removing the remaining standard expression portion and replacing that with the dot. If I do that also, I'll get the same data as I got earlier. You can see it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the dot can be, I mean, a class can be replaced with the dot, so that you don't need to have that square braces, then class is equal to those kind of expression. You can right away your tag name dot your attribute value. In case of class value. In case of ID value. So that these are shortcuts available in CSS. It is only available for ID and class. Okay, let us move to starts with the conditions. So it's let's suppose they have a situation where, let me go back to Google search button itself. So so let's suppose your area label having something which you cannot use. You have some dynamic value also along with this value, along with this attribute value. So let's say it is having some digit as well, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if you see something like this, most likely this will be like a random value generated by the program. So you cannot rely on that portion of the string for identifying the web element. So for doing that one, there is something called contain. So if in this value you can take a substring of that value, then you can use it in your CSS expression. For doing that one, so here again the tag is input. The same thing, area label or the value we can use. Use the value. So I'm going to use a substring, like not the full Google search, like along search alone, a portion of the string search alone I'm going to use. Let's suppose the data coming before the search is not unique, or it is dynamically creating. So there is some one short key called star equal to that search. So this star means contain. Whatever string you are giving, that string that is a substring of the total attribute value. So otherwise, I should have used the full string, right? So if I don't use this star here, I need to use the full string. Are you getting me?
Yes.
So this is one way of finding. I mean, this is a way of finding using the CSS expression with the contains object. More expression. There are two more expressions. Starts with or ends with. So in this example, so let's say you have a value like this, and you're sure search is always unique. I mean, whenever you refresh your browser, the search is always coming, but the whatever following that one dynamic end. You can use either or even right away use starts with also. Instead for starts with the expression is this exponent arrow. So here it is telling like there will be an attribute and whose attribute value will be starting with the Google string. Even though this is having, let's say if I change this expression with, I removed the G also, then see it is not working because this attribute having value starting with the Google, and I am telling a value starting with the OOGLE. You find something starts with OOGLE, which it is not able to find. But whatever setting, or even DOO also will work. Whatever the substring, but it has to start with the G, whatever the expression what we are giving. So similarly for ends with there is another expression dollar. So if I use dollar, then I'm telling there is an web element which starts with the tag input having a value attribute, and the value for that value attribute ends with the something giving here. Or RCH or whatever. These are some of the standard syntaxes available inside CSS. Is it clear so far?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I think there is only one more which we can finish with. I mean, if I finish that one, I mean CSS is done. There is one called end of type. This is a little confusing, but I'll try to cover here that one as well, so that the next class we can proceed with XPath. So I'm going to first identify the parent here, center. I think that will be a little difficult to do. Okay, I'll take this web element. So I'm going to I'll showcase how that end type can be. So this is like earlier we have seen when we use the expression. We take that example itself first. Okay, so when I used to let me change this. Okay, when I used to this expression, so you see you are getting two output. So let's say you need to take the first occurrence of that one. So here we have two. I need to take either first or the second one. To do that one, there is one method here available inside the CSS, like end of type of one. So if you do this one, I got first occurrence of it. So if I need a second occurrence, I can pass two. So this is basically I am considering the return as an array, and if that is an array, if I need to if I need to pick any one of the element inside that array, you can pass the respective element location inside the end of type function. So if you pass one means it will give the first occurrence of it. If you pass two means it will give the second occurrence. If I give three, it's not given anything because it has got only two child. We following?
Yes.
Is it okay? So yeah, this is. I mean, these are there are some this kind of expression you won't be able. You may not. I mean, encounter and on your daily automation, but there will be some corner cases or rare cases where you need to employ these kind of expressions. So it's worth knowing this one so that you will never struggle finding CSS expressions to find out any web element. So these are the methods available, and CSS is more preferred way of finding the web element if you compare to XPath. I mean, if you let's say you have only a choice of XPath and CSS, the Selenium forums basically suggest go ahead with the CSS because CSS have a better. I mean, the latency of finding the web element is comparatively less.
Okay.
So this is about the CSS, and I don't. Can we? Do we have time? Or
Um, I think it is Saujanya Gobi. It is Terry, right? Do we need to continue?
Yeah. Too much. I need to
Yeah.
practice.
Yeah. It's a lot. So
So Anil, we'll wind up now, and that Saujanya have an issue, right? We'll resolve that, and
yeah, we will resolve that. So yeah, one. I'm not giving any particular. I mean, assignment as such. Anyway, tomorrow we will resume from here. But if you are enthusiastic, you can try one thing. Is like whatever you expression you identified, you can right away copy paste that expression with the respective method. So in case of CSS here, we need to take the method like CSS selector. I mean, like yeah, CSS selector. And here you can pass your expression. So in this case, you can take this expression, you can copy paste here. This is telling Selenium WebDriver like CSS is the element location technique, and use this expression to find the CSS web element. So you can try, you can in your program you can try this kind of you try figure out uh, some of the new expressions and try to run on your Selenium program so that if it is not giving any exception, whatever expression you find out is properly working. I mean, you can simply do some hands-on doing this way so that
Okay.
you will be familiar with the CSS expression also, and you can have a hands-on on this program also, how to find an element using that CSS web element.
Okay.
So only error you're going to face there is your expression is wrong means you will get an element not found exception. Otherwise, you don't find it. I mean that much is fine, but you can try some of those expressions so that you will get a hands-on.
Okay. So Anil, could you send this video as early as possible so that if we have, so we can get enough time to practice.
Yeah, sure.
yeah, we'll send today.
Yeah.
At least go through at least twice today before coming to next class.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I want a little early.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. The
Usually
next was what?
Usually you send later in the evening,
Yeah.
so I might not find time for that.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
The next class we will, I mean, whatever we learned so far using that one, we'll try to log into a Gmail account and we'll try to send a mail.
Okay.
So whatever we learned so far with this, we should be able to automate, 99% of the steps. But once we did that, we'll cover XPath also because XPath has some cool features which none of these other techniques has. So we'll cover that also and the tomorrow's class. So anyway, it will be fun. You just open this web element, you do an inspect, open this developer tool, randomly select any of the web element and try to find a CSS expression to figure out that.
Okay.
Randomly pick one web element and try to find an web element. It will be really fun. Actually, when I start learned it, I really find it really fun of doing this one. Finding.
Yeah. So by reading, instead of reading, by doing on hand, it is really helpful.
Yeah, you can right away to try a hands-on on this developer tool. And
Yeah.
And if you try the same on your program, you will get a better hands-on with the programming automation program also.
Okay.
Uh, and
See,
al- and also when you do right, you copy paste from the HTML so that you won't do mistake in lowercase,
exactly.
uppercase, and
Yeah,
spell.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, you can directly copy paste from this developer tool so that you won't face any issue with that expression on the
Okay.
program.
Okay. So, Anil, I have one quick question. So, I'm getting an error when I create the object. Like, so it is web driver space driver equal to new Chrome driver, right?
Exactly. New space Chrome driver.
Yeah. So, but it gives the error. Web driver cannot be resolved to a type.
Okay, so I think you, if you go up, so there is all the classes which he used inside this program, all are imported here. So if you don't do this import, you will get that error. So let's say if I comment this one, development line, you can see one error here. See, UniTuber cannot resolve to a type.
Okay. So what
that
you
means-
need to...
Yeah, so that means you did not import this line. Can you see my
Okay.
screen?
Okay. So
So
okay.
for
So
doing
how...
that one, for doing it, and what you can do is like there is a easy way. So I'm deleting that one here. So the
Okay.
moment I deleted here the web driver, it is showing an error.
Okay.
So you keep the cursor at the end of that class name,
Okay.
then hit Control space.
Okay.
So you
Okay.
can
It will
see,
auto...
when,
Okay.
yeah, it will give an auto suggestion. So here
Okay.
you can see the first option itself, our web driver class. So click on that first option.
It will
See
automatically
about-
import.
Yeah, automatically got imported.
Okay.
Coming for tomorrow's class 8 to 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, the same thing.
Okay. No, is Gopi and just you three only all four of us will be attending, or more people?
No, only you people will be attending. I think Savitri also will be there, right?
Oh, okay, okay. No, I have to like leave at 10. So I was thinking if we can do an earlier class, like 7:45.
Okay, so maybe
But I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
we can adjust that one. I mean, we are, if you all other guys are okay, I can.
Yeah, so I don't know if Savitri and Gopi will be okay.
So 7:45.
I think
no.
Savitri may not be joining tomorrow, so it is about you and Gopi.
Yeah, I'm okay earlier also. 7:30
okay?
also. Okay.
7:30 is fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, then we'll go ahead
Perfect.
with 7:30 to 9:30.
Okay, awesome.
Sure.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, guys.
Yeah.
No problem.
Okay.
So again, Anil, so I did the Chrome driver, but it is giving error.
Yeah, so I don't know why I'm not able to see you guys' screen.
Okay, 1 second. I'll try to share again. Okay.
Yeah, can you try that? Let me stop my sharing.
Have you stopped?
Yeah, I have stopped.
So I have shared.
I don't know, for getting the screen, do I need to click anything, or it comes
No.
to automatically?
No,
It will automatically come.
it should automatically come.
Only thing you check you are in the right screen, because a lot of screens in.
Yeah, share it once again.
I don't think it's an issue with the sharing. You are getting right. You're able to see?
Now earlier, yeah, now I am able to see.
So this is the error. So I check Chrome cannot be.
I am not able to see it. Is there any other settings or something which I can cross check?
You do one thing. You copy paste that code to chat.
Yeah, Gopi, can you copy paste the code?
You
can try.
you put there and Control A and copy paste to our chat. Control A. No, not only that expression, please.
Oh, all.
Yeah.
Okay. So this chat, right?
Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah.
Okay.
I think Gobi, your system is having low disk space. It all will affect your browser launching. And
Uh,
you put cursor there. Yeah. Import.
I think he has to import the Chrome
Yeah.
driver.
Import it.
okay.
Yeah.
Now it
Okay.
will.
Okay, let me try.
Now go to the program. Yeah.
Is it go?
Oh.
Yeah. Launch.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Why it's coming no secure data, not secure data?
Yeah. That is expected. That will come
Okay.
because
Yeah,
Okay.
so that
you
is
are
the
using an automated software, right?
Okay.
So that's
Okay,
the
no
standard
problem.
browser warning.
Okay, I will do the program. Okay, I'll create a program before coming tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, thank you guys. Thank
So-
you. See you tomorrow at 7:30, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Now Saujanya has some issue, right?
7:30. Yeah.
Can you run one more time?
Okay.
I stopped sharing. Okay, now you can share.
Yeah.
I'm not able to see. Anyway, I don't. You can have a look. Anyway.
Yeah. I'll check. Can you share it, Sojini?
I never shared my screen.
Go to that plus.
There is a plus option there, right? So that
Yes.
Yeah,
that is showing audio video settings and add participants.
There is no share option.
I think then you don't have share screen option. I mean, usually when we install it, this is what happened on my last class when I installed Skype on my Ubuntu operating system. It was not giving any share option. By default, Linux is supported with the Skype sharing.
I don't know how to do it now.
There is only
So,
two.
which browser you open, Sojourner? So I'm able to share. I'm using Chrome. So which one you use?
Internet Explorer for Skype.
I don't know. So the Chrome is allowing. That may be the case for.
So you tried Internet Explorer or Chrome, Sajana?
I think she's using the web version.
A web version of Skype, yes.
Maybe.
Okay. Yeah, that's the reason.
That's the reason. It may not have the option of sharing it.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Then.
So what?
Gopi, can you do one thing? Can you paste that your program to the chat, the working one? Let her copy paste so that it may work.
Anil, can you also just forward the Selenium jar file, the download, right? I just want to make sure that I download the right jar.
Okay, I'll share my screen. I'll show one more time where I downloaded it.
Saujanya, can you share that code so that I can run in my?
1 second.
So I don't think there will be anything wrong with that code because it's just trying to launch. Okay, you try anyway. So Saujanya, this is the site, Selenium headquarters. There is one download option inside there. So click on that download, and you will get the starting itself Selenium standalone server. So there you have a link, download version 3.4.0. So if you click on that one, automatically it will download that standalone jar.
This is what I downloaded. Correct. And then you have to
come down a little bit, and down you can see third-party browser drivers.
Okay.
So here the respective, in case of, did you try Firefox also? There also you're facing the same issue?
I haven't tried yet. I'll try.
Yeah, so you try to download this Gecko driver also.
Okay.
So at least we can make sure if Firefox is working, then it can be something wrong with that Chrome exe which you downloaded, which you can download it one more time and try. Anyway, first you try this Firefox one, Mozilla Gecko driver. You can see it on the screen, right? You click on that one.
Yes. Okay.
So here it will go to their GitHub site actually, and here it is at the download option according to your OS. It is Windows.
Yes.
64-bit. You download this one.
Okay. All right.
Then
okay.
Then you extract that. Inside that you will find a exe, something like this, geckodriver.exe.
Okay. I think that's the problem. I downloaded the Chrome driver from another site, so probably that's causing the problem.
The site for Chrome and Firefox is different. So in case of Chrome, it goes to this site where it will show only for office.
Yeah. So I downloaded the Win32 Chrome driver.
That is a correct one. Then you need to unzip that one so that you will find something like this, chromedriver.exe. You're getting this?
Yeah.
So then just copy this path, add that exe also.
Okay.
You do one thing, you set for both one more time. Then first we will try to launch the Firefox. Let's see how it works. So you need to do something like this, whatever I added here. For Firefox, the second line you need to set, this highlighted one.
Yeah. Yeah, I've actually pasted my program. Can you see it?
Let me see.
Maybe.
Yeah, let me see.
Maybe you can also copy paste it and try, just see if you see some other error.
And are you seeing any error there? No errors?
Actually, no error.
Sorry. I was going through Gobi's code. Okay, let me go through one more time.
Okay.
Yeah, so you given dot
zip, right?
Yeah, dot zip. So Saujanya, you need to zip file you need to extract. Then that folder name.
Why did he give zip and all?
I just copy pasted it from the Windows Explorer path. So so silly. Sorry.
No, this happens. Everybody does this mistake. You can change that, it will launch. I think your Firefox setting is proper. Hopefully that will work. Firefox will work without any issue.
Now I'm seeing some other error.
So what is that?
Exception, okay. Exception in 1 second. I'll paste
Can you
it for you.
paste that?
Yeah, 1 second. Is it directory? Oh shit. Okay, my bad. Sorry. Ignore it.
Okay.
Ignore. 1 second. I didn't.
You need to add the DXs.
Yeah. Okay, my bad. Actually, I think the problem will be solved now. Sorry for wasting your time.
Hey, it's okay.
Okay, it keeps giving me error after error.
No, that is fine. You can. We'll
No,
anyway resolve this one so that
first
you
time it will be like this only. Then you will not face.
Yeah. So this Chrome driver, it doesn't have a .exe extension or anything, right?
if
No,
you downloaded WinZip 32, it has to have.
No, Anil, I think her folder option that extension is she have hide it. That's why.
Oh, is it?
Okay.
How do I show the
You had to go to
extensions?
folder option and there is
View or yeah, folder options, change folder and search options.
no, not there. There'll be
Not
file
there.
menu above, right? There'll be
Yeah.
Yeah, but that is fine, Saujanya. If you're not seeing it also, it will be anyway. You downloaded Win32 only, right? Chrome driver underscore Win32 only you downloaded, right?
Yes.
So that will be exe only, even though you are not seeing it. So you copy that one. So your total folder path you copy. At the end, add 2 more double slash. You can refer your the same setting of Geekcode driver. The same thing you do it. Only thing is that you change instead of Geekcode driver, you change that as Chrome driver.
Okay. Now it's a different thing. Ayyo, Rama. 1 second.
Yeah. Don't hurry. You can take your own time.
No, I'm just worried that I'm consuming your time. I can do this after the class also.
We want you to launch this one so that you can try that.
Okay.
No, the class is we done. Saujanya, we can take your time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Put it on the desktop and just call it from the desktop.
Yeah, no?
Call it from the desktop.
What is it?
Desk.
You pasted?
I pasted it.
Oh, yeah, okay. Okay, so your executable path, I believe you said something. Let me send you that path itself. You replace that one. Wait.
Do we need double backslashes?
Wait. Add that expression. Oh, can you set path? So I send you that path. So you set that path inside this portion for your Chrome driver, whatever I highlighted here, inside double quotes.
I can. I
Yeah, tell me.
to run.
I think there are some distortions. I'm not able to hear you. No. Hello.
Hello, Saujanya.
Arun.
Yeah, what you said?
He can't hear me.
Yeah. Now, I mean, there is some distortion, but still, yeah, I can hear you. Tell, is it working?
I actually copy pasted. It's funny, all the double slash became 4 slashes.
Okay, remove that extra double slashes.
Double slashes. Yeah. It says it does not exist in that section. Let me just 1 second check. Simple path issue.
So that path. So did you extract that one? .zip.
Yes, I did. Okay.
Downloads.
1 second. I extracted, but I think it went somewhere. Extract. Okay.
Okay, Anil and Arun. So I have to go.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
So we'll meet at 7:30 tomorrow. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Bye.
sure.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Bye, Gopi.
Bye, Saujanya. See you. Sir.
Guys, actually, this is crazy. I think I'll restart my system and I'll do it and I'll email you about whether I'm able to do this. I don't want to waste your time. I can fix this.
Yeah. So there is nothing here. This just set the whatever.
I know.
Folder.
I've done all this, but I don't know. It keeps saying the
So
executable driver
Anil,
is not.
you sent that code to the team.
Yeah,
Okay.
I sent that. So
Okay.
yeah, they can do that. And see, just one thing you can try is like you can replace this Chrome driver line with whatever I am showing here on the screen. So
Yeah.
that with the Firefox driver, so that at least Firefox will get browsed. That you can try. If you are not, other one is not working.
Okay, sure. Can you also just share this code and all so that I'll just I'll download it and I'll just copy paste the code and run it and check quickly.
Yeah, I'll send it.
Okay. So I'll just send a mail to you guys. I'll restart my system and do this. Try this once and send you a status. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Saujanya,
Bye.
yeah.
See you tomorrow.
Yeah.
7:30.
See. Yeah. Bye.